Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a bit of an older video. This is from the Toxic Cup, but I wanted to put it on my channel because it's like the first tournament I started doing really good against like higher level trainers than me. So this is the Australis Colossal Toxic Cup. I don't have the first two rounds, but basically Linsanity 33 beat me. Then I beat Esoon, and then this is the third round. So I'm up against Bamboss, a well-known player in the Australian community. From memory, I don't think that his attention was all on the game, so it wasn't the best win for me, but hey, I'll take it. So his Heracross has taken out my Flygon, and we bring out Bibarel, I don't know, I'm just going to say Bibarel. Actually, I'll probably say it different every time, so don't hold me on that. We end up shielding two close combats, and then he switches into his Bibarel. So I work up to the Hyper Fang here, hoping that he doesn't shield, and he doesn't, so that's awesome. We're just going to be water gunning each other here. I should be able to survive a Hyper Fang if one comes through, and I'm just not able to get to that Surf there, but we're able to bring out our Steelix without any worry of the opposing Bibarel getting to a Surf. And then he brings out his Alolan Muck. So I work up to the Earthquake. From memory, I don't think that even if he did hit us with a charge move, it would do much. But of course that Heracross is in the back and those counters are adding up. Almost took us out, but we were able to take the win. Here we twin in the second matchup, so we've got both of our Golbats and work up to the Shadow Ball. Looks like I might have got CMP there, we'll find out in a second. He lets that through. We did end up getting CMP, so that's good to know for me for the rest of the battles against Bamboss. And he goes for the bait, and I didn't fall for it. Good for me. So then this time I go for a Poison Fang. It would be enough to KO. He lets that go through, holds on to those shields, and then brings out Bibarel. I end up just going for a Poison Fang. Shadow Balls aren't going to do anything because Bibarel is part normal type. We get the shield, which is great. And then I switch out into my Toxicroak. I kind of tried to do a sneaky switch and catch him off guard. Wasn't sneaky enough, and he switches into his Heracross. So we end up going for the Sludge Bomb here, and it lands. Oof, look how much damage that did. So then, yeah, he's got his Bibarel. I've still got a shield here, and we should be able to just counter the Bibarel down. Oh, no, he gets to another Surf, so luckily we've still got another shield. And yeah, we're able to take him out. Although, you know, I still had some insurance in the back anyway. Looks like I only had 2 battles out of that one. So on to the 4th round here against an ace trainer. What? I go up against Gone 1001 a lot. Really, really great trainer. So we end up with both of our Toxicroaks against each other. I shield up the Mud Bomb here and then go for my own after overcharging a little bit. And he shields, so trying to get to that second Mud Bomb, and I end up getting there first, which is great. He either has to shield or lose his Toxicroak, so he decides to shield there, and I'm not sure if I do the same. No, I'm going to let my Toxicroak go. Not sure why, when both of the things I've got are weak to Toxicroak, so it's just demolishing my Bibarel here. We use a shield and are able to water gun it down. So now he's got no shields and we're loaded up for whatever comes in next. And it is his own Bibarel. So we go for the Hyper Fang. It'll do a big chunk of damage. And we might have a little bit of energy left over. We do. But he's going to be able to get to the Surf for the Hyper Fang first. We are in Surf range, so a Hyper Fang would be overkill. And he's an ace trainer, so he ain't throwing no Hyper Fang. And then we've got Steelix in the back, which isn't great. I'm not sure what he's got in the back at this stage. So the Surf doesn't KO, but he's got his Drapion in the back. Oh, I accidentally hit the crunch. I knew it was over at this point. Like, I actually had a little bit of a chance there, but no, I hit the wrong things. So GG's. Next up, we lead with Flygon into Drapion. Worst matchup ever for me. So I switch into my Bibarel and he switches into his Wormadam Trash. Silphs will do a decent amount of damage. It's not huge, but it's good enough. He decides to shield and we're getting close to the second Surf here. I decided not to shield. If that's a Bug Buzz, it would have KO'd. So, oh my gosh, big PP. Anyway, Surf goes through. As you can see, it's not huge, but it's decent. And sorry, just got a notification. Should turn those off while I'm recording. So he ends up throwing a Bug Buzz at my Steelix. Oh gosh, I loved it in Toxic. I got so many people like, I didn't have a Wormadam Trash, but if they had one, I always kept my Steelix like for it. And it usually worked out really well. Like usually I could align it with my Steelix, which means I don't have to shield anything. I don't want to shield anything. I don't want my Steelix being there to be farmed after it kills the Wormadam. So I do a sneaky little switch, and of course he counter switches, and I shield my Flygon because we were able to get to this Earth Power. If it lands, it will KO, which it does. He's still saving his shield. I've got a Dragon Claw, so I do throw that one, expecting a shield this time. He knows I've got that Steelix in the back. He doesn't shield. Oh my gosh, he doesn't need to. I've got an Earthquake ready to go. He doesn't have any shields left. And, oh, he does have... I was just saying he was saving his shield, and yeah, of course, that's not enough. If he didn't have the shield, I could have turned that around, but he's too smart for that. So, going into game 3, and we've got Bibarel against Wormadam. Throw the Surf, and he lets it go through. So, I end up shielding this one, a bit scared of the Bug Buzz, and it was a Bug Buzz, so that was good. And I get to another Surf here. Gonna throw that one, and he shields. So we're even on shields now, not able to get to the second Surf, so we're giving up a switch advantage here. He brings, he takes out the Bibarel, and I bring out my Steelix. I know that if it loads up on energy, I don't need to shield anything, so it's a safe option for me to bring out when I have lost switch advantage. So anything that comes in, I'm going to be able to apply some shield pressure. It is Toxic Croak, so I tried to bait the shield with the crunch and it goes through. So I was going to switch, and then I'm like, nah, I'm going to go for this Earthquake. And we shield up because I can see that I'm able to get there, and that will KO. Oh, over tapped a little bit there. And we KO the Toxic Croak. Out comes Drapion. Those Ice Fangs, even though they're not super effective or anything, they still really hurt a lot. My counters are hurting his Drapion because of the dark typing though. Aqua Tail, not enough to take out the Toxic Croak, but this Mud Bomb should be enough to get the job done. I'm happy to go away with one win against Gone 1001. As I said, he's a really good trainer, so damn, go Bambi. So into the sixth round, I think, and we're up against DD Tora. You can see his team on the side there, running Quillfish and double flyers, which was interesting to me. No counter user, so I felt safe with my Bibarel. We get the lead here with Bibarel against Golbat, and pretty much like I like this matchup because yeah, basically Poison Fang doesn't do too much, and I know that, you know, it can't use its nuke move, the Shadow Ball, so I always feel very safe in this matchup. We go for another Surf, we get the shield, so now we've got both of his shields, and I'm going to let my Bibarel go because I feel like getting 2 of his shields was a good job. Job well done, Bibarel. Now I'm debating. Who am I going to bring out? Yeah, I thought I'd mirror match. Oh, they're both purified as well, that's funny. So we go for the Poison Fang. It will be enough to KO. He does have switch advantage though, so brings out his own Bibarel. Not fantastic. I forgot who I've got in the back, so I had a quick check at his Steelix. Still not great to have against the Bibarel, so Not sure what I'm going to do here. We go for a Poison Fang. Obviously Shadow Balls aren't going to do anything. Poison Fangs will add up, but Silph hurts me more than Poison Fang hurts it. So it's just not a great matchup. Let's see. Oh, so close there. He gets to the Surf. Yep. And I think that he's actually overcharged. So there's probably a Surf in the back waiting to go. He brings out his Wigglytuff, which is good for now. If things go right, I might be able to pull off the win in this one. So we'll see what happens here. Ice Beam or Play Rough. Neither should KO. Trying. Oh, I thought I was going to go for the farm down. Oh yes, we're able to take it. I thought the Bibarel had a little bit more health than that in the back. So, second battle. Lose the lead here. We've got Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff against Toxic. Go for the Poison Fang. Did overcharge a little bit. Hopefully I've got enough for 2. They shield, so I decided to switch out. I was trying to catch the charge move. Was way too early there. Don't really know the counts on Wigglytuff's moves. So we end up, oh, that was bad. Probably should have shielded that one. So we bring out our Steelix now. Just going to farm down the Wigglytuff. Nothing that Wigglytuff can throw can really worry me too much. So they bring out their Golbat. I overcharge a little bit more, trying to decide what I want to do. End up throwing the Crunch, trying to get that shield. They don't shield, so I think I clicked Earthquake then. Looked like I was going for it. Going to shield this one. Shadow Ball would hurt quite a bit, and I'm already a little bit behind, and I'm probably a bit scared after not shielding that last move. So shielded that one. Able to fast move down the Golbat. Now we've got Glasgow in the back. If I not sure what I want to do. I can't remember the matchup with Glasgow now and how much Earthquake does, because it's part flying, so Earthquake technically shouldn't do very much at all. Tried to catch the charge move there. Absolutely failed. Just gave him a bit more energy. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just going to go for the Earthquake and hope it does enough. I think that Crunch would have been better. I definitely think Crunch would have been the way to go, but hey, hindsight is always 20/20, they say, so he does take the win there. And is this the final round? Hang on, let me check. No, this is the second last one, so this is round 6, and I'm up against Fish on a Heater. We all know and love Fish on a Heater. Go and check out his channel. I will have a link in the description below. He has a great channel where he goes, breaks down battles and works out what he could have done differently to change the battle. It's usually ones that he lost. Sometimes he does ones he wins, and yeah, I just really recommend it. So you can see his team on the right. He's got the counter user. Oh yeah, he does have a ground user. Everything is pretty well covered. So we've ended up here with my Steelix up against his Goldix. I would love a shiny Steelix. They're so pretty. And we end up shielding the Earthquake, which was good. A Crunch will be enough to take out the Steelix on the opposing team. So we throw that one. He's holding on to his shield. Trying to bring up my switch tray here. And he brings out his Heracross, which isn't great for me. And so I switch into my Golbat, go straight for the Shadow Ball. He does still have a shield. Doesn't use it. So that was awesome. I've got so much energy on this Golbat right now. I'm going to shield it. Hopefully this is a Shadow Ball. It's a Poison Fang. Ah, damn it. So I go for my own Poison Fang. I still want to get that damn shield. Get it. Yes. All right, go for another Poison Fang. Do it, do it, do it. And that'll be enough to KO. Just undercharged that one. I want a little bit of health left over. So we've got we've got the Heracross. I tried to switch to catch the charge move. Wasn't able to do it. Ended up switching anyway. Don't ask me why, but then I was able to fast move down the Heracross. So took the win on the first one. Up against, I mean, we already know who I'm up against. I'm going into the second battle here, and I've got Flygon against Bibarel. This is interesting. What I used to like to do is just basically spam spam, spam, spam. Like, their water guns and surfs will hurt me a lot, but I can just spam Dragon Claws and hopefully get a few shields. So that was my plan throughout Toxic Cup. And as you can see, get to another one. I loved how spammy Flygon was. I've used it a few times in GBL, it's pretty good. And we end up letting the Flygon go. We got both shields, so it's done a very good job. I'm going to bring out Golbat here and go for the Poison Fang. That will be enough to KO. What have we got in the back? Gliscor. So I tried to switch, change my mind, end up going for a Shadow Ball. Remembered that he is shieldless. Does a fair chunk. I was hoping it would do a bit more than that though. So we end up shooting an Aerial Ace. Not great. Switch into Steelix, tried to catch a charge move, but yeah, no. Timing was completely wrong. He's got Heracross in the back. Gonna try and get to this Earthquake. Fighting resists Dark, not much point throwing that. It resisted the Earthquake as well, but it was worth it. Like, it did a decent amount of damage. So now a Crunch will be enough to KO. We just got the win against Fish. I could so get used to this. Going into the third battle, and we have Bibarel against Gliscor. I love how much the water guns are hurting. We get to the surf, end up getting a shield, and oh my gosh, look how much those water guns are hurting. So I end up not shielding this one. We're able to take the Aerial Ace. He switches into his Wormadam, and you know who I've got in the back waiting? We've got Steelix. So with Steelix, I'm able to just go straight Earthquake. It doesn't matter if they shield, it doesn't matter if they don't shield. It's probably better if they do shield, because then I get a shield and then I get to potentially have them use a bit more of my energy, my health, so that I'm not here waiting to be farmed by whatever comes in next. So that's about the range I like to be in there, right there. So I'll go for a Crunch this time. That should be enough just to knock out this Trash Dam and then have a little bit of health for whatever comes in next. He does have a shield, so I need to try to get that shield off of him. He brings out Gliscor again. I go for the Crunch. You know, Steelix done its job. It doesn't, whatever it does past this point is just a bonus, really. So, oh wow, we're able to get to another Crunch. He does a sneaky little switch, a sneaky beaky, and it's his own Steelix. Oh my gosh, I could have gone for the freaking Hydro. I could have gone for the Earthquake, but it's all good. These things happen. He takes out our Bibarel with the Dragon Tails, and I bring out my Steelix, not knowing that he had a a move ready, and then I waste my shield. Don't ask me why. We end up using our next shield on my Golbat because it's my only Pokemon left, and if I can get to, oh, that's right, he only had that Gliscor left, so we end up taking it 3-0, yes. Alright, final round, round 7, up against challenger Randy, not Randy Newman, okay, got it. He's got quite the spicy team. Girafarig, don't underestimate that thing, it is strong for that CP. And Hippowdon was fun. I had a team with Hippowdon, but I didn't end up running it as often. So Flygon ends up taking a win. We've both got both of our shields, and he brings in his Bibarel, and like I said in the last round, I'm just gonna spam, throw as many Dragon Claws as I can, end up getting to one, that's fine. I'm gonna bring out my own Shift Tree. I've not used this thing the whole time. I hardly ever use my Shift Tree. So he ends up changing into Hippowdon, and we've got Bibarel in the back, which is perfect. So we're just going to Water Gun it down. Take that Body Slam, and then, oh no, sorry, we do end up throwing the Surf. Okay, and then he's got his own Bibarel in the bag. It is within Surf range. I'll be able to survive a Surf, but it's a Hyper Fang. Oops. Oh, I just survived though, wow. Still got 2 shields, got my stick tree, what's it called? Shift tree. Got my shift tree in the back, got these leaf blade spam ready to go, and there's not a lot they can do, so they just let their Bibarel go. Going into the second battle, Bibarel against Golbat. I like this matchup. The water guns add up really quickly, and Poison Fangs don't hurt me too much, so I'm not going to shield, and I'm going to throw these Surfs and these water guns and see if I can get some shields and hopefully come out of this first matchup with an advantage. So we shield the second one here. Another Poison Fang would get me quite low, and they've already spent a shield, so I'm happy to spend mine. They switch into Toxic Croak. This Surf would still do a fair bit of damage, so I get that shield. I didn't notice the switch, so I was a bit slow on the counter switch there. End up throwing a Dragon Claw, does a decent amount of damage. He's going to throw, I reckon this will be a Mud Bomb because I'll resist Sludge Bomb. Yep, and oh man, this is close. So get to another Dragon Claw. I love the spamminess. Take out the Toxic Croak. Not much health left for anything to farm on my Flygon. So he brings back out his Golbat. I've got my Bibarel in the back with what? 2 HP? So it's able to soak up this charge move. Now we've got our Shift Tree. This is not ideal at all. Poison Flying completely counters a Shift Tree, but we have spam on our side. So we throw the Leaf Blade. He switched, sneaky, and the Bibarel takes the Leaf Blade. Oh, I was so just trying to consider, can I just fast move this thing down? But I went for the Leaf Blade, but I didn't charge it up at all, hoping that I would have enough energy left over for another Leaf Blade, and I did. And we just take the win. Oh man, that was a crazy ending. Okay, so final battle. Is this the final battle, or is this, no? Yeah, this is the final battle. Sorry. Alright, so little Gligar. Oh man, those things are tanky. And it's shiny, so it gets the shiny bonus as well. Look at that. Look how much a Shadow Ball did. What a little tank. So we end up letting this Night Slash go through. We're about even on our damage output. I could have gone for the Poison Fang, but I have to be extra, so I was going for the Shadow Ball again. We get the shield, so that wasn't even worth it. I end up letting my Golbat go. I want to leave with at least some sort of a advantage, and now I've got a 2 shield advantage. So Bibarel comes in, we fast move down the Gligar, and they bring in their own Bibarel. I'm up a shield though, so I don't go for any type of bait. We're just going to throw the Hyper Fang. They do shield it, so now they're shieldless, and we're going to shield this one thinking it's a Hyper Fang. They bait us, which is not good. So what am I going to do? Going to try and get to the Hyper Fang. Oh my gosh, they changed at the last minute. Oh, so glad I didn't throw that Hyper Fang. So now my Bibarel's loaded up in the back. I've got my Flygon here. We're going to shield whatever's coming out first. It is a Shadow Ball, so that's good. End up going for the Earth Power. Even though it's Flying type, it's also poison. So yeah, I think Dragon Claw would have been better. But hey, I end up taking the win anyway, so it doesn't matter. Spoiler alert. What's this going to be? A Poison Fang? Sorry, that only tickles. Oh man, we were going to go for the charge move, but we're like, nah, we can fast move this thing down and have a Dragon Claw ready to go. It's not quite enough. Can we get to another one? That's so crazy. I love that about Flygon. So we're able to get to the other one, and this will be GG's. So that was the tournament. Congrats to Valor Knight Josh, Coolest Guy Ever, Inflection Point, and Scientist Mark, and Justin85 for the win. Yeah, it was a really fun tournament. I enjoyed Toxic and Rose Cup. They were both really cool cups. Didn't like Voyager as much, even though I won regionals with it. But anyway, thank you to everybody who I played battles against, and congrats to everybody who entered the tournament. I hope that all your future battles will be great, and if anybody watched this far, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!